Do you guys want to tackle some quick wrestling facts here? Do we want to do that?
Yeah, we could do
Let's do
that.
some wrestling facts. Yes, let's.
Pidge wrestling facts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, so
All
much
right.
money spent on imaging. So much money spent on
So
imaging.
much money. All
Love
right,
it.
a couple of important wrestling facts. This day in wrestling history. This day in 1959, Pat O'Connor. We hear this name regularly when they talk about the old NWA World Champions. Well, he would end up winning the NWA World Championship in St. Louis, Missouri for the first time, defeating Dick Hutton. Again, that's this day in 1959. But none of us were really around then. But I'll tell you this much. Usually when people have the argument about the first Iron Man match, they all remember WrestleMania 12, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, an absolutely classic match that happened, say, 1996. But what most people don't understand is that's not the first Iron match in WWE history. It actually happened on this day in 1993 at a house show in Boston, Massachusetts. And it did involve Bret Hart, but it didn't involve Shawn Michaels. Instead, it involved one Nature Boy Ric Flair, the original 60-minute man, which there's a whole nother thing when if we get on the documentary, but we're not going to do that. Flair, Bret Hart, 60-minute Iron Man match in 1993. It did go a full hour, and Bret Hart actually won 3 falls to 2 after he reversed a figure 4 leg lock from Ric Flair with only 18 seconds left on the clock. That's how that went down for the first Iron Man match, which is a far cry from the big Iron Man match at WrestleMania, which required extra time and bonus minutes. Same thing. This day in 2005, WWE held its pay-per-view New Year's Revolution. That was in San Jose, Puerto Rico. Now, this is not the one where Edge would cash in the first ever Money in the Bank cash in. That would happen actually a year later in 2006. Now, what happened at this original New Year's Revolution of importance, Trish Stratus would defeat Lita to become the women's champion and would hold that belt for 448 days. Maven, remember Maven from Tough Enough? Yeah, he actually got a shot at the Intercontinental Championship, which, believe it or not, was held by Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin defeated Maven in only 5 seconds. And of course, Shelton just celebrated his 20-year anniversary in the wrestling business. But meanwhile, also on that night, Triple H would defeat Edge, Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, Batista, and Randy Orton in an Elimination Chamber match to win the vacant World Heavyweight Championship. And we'll wrap up these facts because in 2006, a year later, the day after Edge does the first cash in for Money in the Bank, was the infamous celebration of the WWE Championship, where Edge and his girlfriend Lita had the infamous live sex show, which went on to be one of the most watched episodes in Monday Night Raw history. Yeah, there's a photo of the live sex scene. Thank you, Eric Bischoff. Thank you, Edge. Thank you, Lita. And these are your vintage wrestling facts.
I mean, way to go down.
Pidge wrestling facts.